All right, I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? And it's gonna sound like an opinion-based question, and technically it is an opinion-based question, but I think there is a correct answer. I was actually having discuss with a long discussion about this with a friend of mine, and I'm mainly speaking about this as a Canadian, but I think this could very well apply to Britain or America, or even possibly uh, other Western nations like Europe and Israel, even and if you want to include Australia, New Zealand. Is the coronavirus tearing us apart or bringing us closer together? Seriously, think about that. And when I mean us, I mean like as citizens of our countries, uh, just citizens of Western nations in general, or first world nations in general. Really think about this. Is it tearing us apart or bringing us together? Seriously. And don't give me something like, oh yeah, some ways apart, some ways clear. I don't know about you guys, and my friend strongly agreed with me. I think it's bringing us together. I think overall, the coronavirus actually is a blessing in disguise. Seriously, I was at a store, and it was an electronics store owned by a Indian man, and I saw this black lady walk to talk to him. Now, I live in Canada, and in Canada, generally speaking, store owners, whether they're Chinese or Indian or whatever, I'm sure you've seen the videos on YouTube, like they follow, I'm sure the video went viral, like they follow this black kid around um, his store and stuff. And um, generally speaking, I've noticed Asians in Canada are a little bit more racist towards black people. I mean, I've seen some black people be racist too, but it's mainly Asian toward others. And this woman, first of all, she struck a conversation with him about the whole virus and everything, and that's a rare sight. A stranger in to an Indian and a black woman conversation about anything. I mean, generally speaking, again, it's like they rarely have anything to talk about unless they're from the same high school or whatever. So that to me was a beautiful sight. And I'm the fucking loser listening to this conversation like a creepy person. Now, when it comes to the woman was about to buy something, and then the guy, I don't know, he said some big price or whatever, and I was like, uh oh, there, she's probably gonna argue about the price or something, or I don't know, it's gonna go bad. And she said something so beautiful. Uh, I don't want to butcher what she said because her message was amazing. She said something along the lines of, "Well, it's okay, you got mouths to feed," and she paid the price. And I was like, "Wow, that's amazing!" Like, not only they struck conversation, have a friendly conversation with each other, but also like no problem happened, and they went on their way. And Canada, the last time we had this unity was when the Toronto Raptors won the NBA tournament for the first time in history. This was several months ago. And yeah, for like a whole month, the entire city seemed united and happy. Because like, yo, it's because the Toronto Raptors are the only Canadian team in the NBA. So the country was together. Like, yeah, we won together, yay! But after like a month, it went apart again. And I know people think America's divided, but trust me when I say Canada is much more divided. Because last year in Canada's election was the first time in 50 years that the person who won uh, the prime minister didn't get the popular vote. This was like this almost never happened. I know in America it happens like it happened 5 times so far. So for America it's not a rare sight, but for Canada it was almost impossible to see the winner not get the popular vote. And then also not only that, but there was several parties that got way more votes than other parties, but they got way less seats. So trust me, you think America's system's messed up? Canada's a whole different beast. So Canada's pretty divided right now, politically and culturally. Canada has always been a little bit divided, but that's a whole different video for a different day. So it was nice to see the Canadians so friendly and united. And not only that, I despise Justin Trudeau. I mean, 2015 I voted for him, but 2019 I was against him. But besides my criticisms of how he could have prevented such a strong spreading in Canada, I was actually happy with the way he is handling it now. And like I said, his prevention should have been improved. I'm not gonna let him off easy, but he's been pretty friendly, and he's promised to help anybody who's reaching financial trouble with this virus. Not only him, in Britain, Boris Johnson promised what 3 months you don't have to pay a mortgage. That's amazing. And Trump, a hardcore capitalist guy, he promised to completely pay uh, for any emergency response that someone needs. So for the coronavirus, at least, he pretty much gave free healthcare. Like the Senate passed the bill recently. Like this happened actually today. And so, like I said, I only follow these three countries. I'm like, wow, this is nice. So not only it was a unity amongst the people, there's even a small unity with the government. Now, I know some libertarians are going to say, oh, never trust the government, and I agree. It's not always good to trust the government, but it's not good to purely hate the government either. You know what I mean? Like there should the government is represented by the people, and the people voted for the government, even if people don't like the government. I mean, democracy is democracy. So other than the media, which it's not really a left wing or right wing thing. I know both sides hate the media, so fuck the media. The media is treating the virus terribly. But then the media, I noticed a pretty good national unity with the people, the citizens, and the national unity with the government. At least I can say that for Canada. But I can almost bet, same with Britain, United Kingdom and United States. I can almost bet that they have probably a similar positive look, except for their media. CNN, BBC, fuck CNN, BBC. But yeah, so overall, I feel like this coronavirus was a blessing in disguise. And yes, okay, listen. So Ash, what am I? Even one death is too much, I agree. But so far, majority of people got infected with disease, but there's been rarely any deaths. I think 0.007% of people have died. Like the death count in Canada is like 35 or something. In America, it's low. Like I know the people who's infected are like in the thousands, like 10, 20,000 people are infected, if not more. But the death count's low. And to me, like that's good. Obviously, I don't want people to die, and even I don't want people to get infected either. But I'm saying overall, I feel like this is a positive thing. And in fact, not only it's brought unity amongst the people, I think it also has unity with Canadians and Americans and Brits. I think they have a more respect for each other. Like this is an enemy. Uh, Tom McDonald made a cool song. You guys should definitely listen to it. He was like, this is an enemy we can just drop a bomb at or shoot. And he's right. But also, it's an enemy that's brought more unity. And the only thing is, though, now some people say this might bring a global unity. I disagree. Because there was a Shia cleric named al-Sadr in Iraq who said if a Jew or an American or Israeli or American makes a vaccine, I don't want it. So like clearly you see you're not going to get this from, at least I haven't seen anyone say, oh, if a left wing makes a vaccine, I'm not one, or if a right wing does it, or if an atheist does it. Like in the West, I notice a unity. Thank God. I'm sure there's some crazy racist somewhere in Canada or America or Britain or whatever who says, "Oh no, I don't want some Jewish vaccine." I don't know, whatever. But who cares? And actually, if you think about it, I mean, if you want to be racist and not get a vaccine just because what a black guy made a vaccine or a Asian guy made a vaccine or Jewish guy made a vaccine or whatever, okay, fine, don't get the vaccine, die. Like that's natural selection at its best. Racist people, you want to be racist and not take a vaccine because it's from a particular race? Good riddance. Who cares? So overall, call me an overly positive Canadian, but I think I don't know. I think this was a blessing in disguise. But anyway, let me know whatever country you're in, France, Europe, anywhere, Australia. Let me know how you think, because I think it's a blessing in disguise. Thank you for watching. Uh, be sure to follow me on BitChute because my YouTube is still getting banned. And remember, my name is Ali Alex, and I will be the doctor and the soldier that's going to cure the cancer known as feminism and defend Western civilization.